Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, my business is going well. I know that you have a company now, right? Yeah, congratulations on that. You know what? My business is growing well and my assets is quite enough. So I would like to build a company. So how can I build a company and register it? Since you have more knowledge and experience than me. Hmm? Oh, so I just need to go to SSM? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the information. Okay, bye. Good morning, sir.
So, how can I help you, sir?
I would like to build a company and I want to know how the process and the procedures.
Oh, I
I
see.
can do.
So, in order for you to register a company, first, you must go to the Micro ID 2016 Malaysia Corporate Identity to fill in your specific information about your company in this portal. Okay. So, if you see at the bottom of the website, you can see this login or sign up, and you need to sign up your specific information about your company in this portal. Second thing to do is promoter need to give a statement of his consent to act as a promoter or his appointment as director. And also, he need to prove that he can be a qualified promoter or director. So, in your situations, you need to give consent to these applications. And third thing to do is after you done register your company and also give consent, we will give a registration number and also will issue notice of registration, and this will make you need to follow the procedure and also have a compliance of payment of fees for the registrations. The thing that you need to know is the date you obtain the notice of registrations will be the date of your company incorporation. And this notice will be used as a valid evidence if you need to prove that you have a registered company. So you need to obtain the notice of registration first.
Is there any proper procedures for the company's name?
Oh, for the company names, it need to be confirmed by registrar of company. If your company names fulfill the guidelines that provided under Companies Act, then registrar of company will approve your company names.
So this notification of registration and the registration number is important, right?
Yeah, it's very important for you to display the name of your company towards the registered office and also your business place to ensure the company is incorporated.
Now I understand. So I will handle the procedures first and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah,
Thank you for your assistance.
very, very welcome.
As for the characteristic of a company that make a good choice for businessmen to start their business is company limited by shares. A company limited by shares is the most typical type of company to be formed for the purpose of starting business, and the characteristics of company limited by shares are as follows. For the first characteristic, limited liability. It means that once a company has acquired debt and liabilities, it must be paid with the company funds, in which the owners or other shareholders of a company are not responsible for it. In general, if the company's funds are insufficient, the members will be forced to pay off any of the company's debt. It shows that it is a form of legal protection for shareholders and owners that prevents individuals from being held personally responsible for their company's debt or financial losses. Second characteristic is transferability of shares. A shareholder may transfer their ownership of shares to another person, either a new or existing shareholder. It can be transferred by way of gift or sale. As for the third characteristics is two organs or decision-making bodies. The first is the board of directors, and the second is the general meeting of its member. There is a centralized management by the board of directors, which is a key organ in the company, or known as the managers, which it has the power to both lead and represent the company. However, the general meeting is the highest decision-making body, consisting of the company's shareholders that make the decision as the owners. For the fourth characteristics, that is perpetual succession. A company will remain a legal person until it is winding up and subsequently deregistered or removed from the register, which is the process that occurs when it ceases to be exists. It simply means that a company is everlasting. Even if some of its members leave or there is a change in membership, it will continue to do business until it is properly wound up. Hereby, any changes of the members of the company or the board of directors will not affect the company's status as a legal person. And last characteristic is legal personality. It means that a company is a legal person with the power to enter into contract and take on responsibilities under the law.
As the leading authority for the improvement of corporate governance, SSM fulfill its function to ensure compliance with business registration and corporate legislation through comprehensive enforcement and monitoring activities so as to sustain positive developments in the corporate and business sectors of the nation. SSM has implemented various methods and programs in order for companies to achieve a certain standard of best practices of corporate governance. SSM has also adopted a balanced enforcement approach which combines the sanctions of the law with the awareness and education program that is encouraged among the government agencies and companies. SSM resources have been increased in order to cope with regulatory activities over the increasing number of companies registered with SSM. Therefore, as a regulator, the SSM should continue to reform for improving the laws and codes of best practices of corporate governance among the Malaysian companies. SSM is also expected to reform its existing law and to restructure its litigation and regulatory system by introducing a stronger legal enforcement. It must be noted that a strong and robust legal, regulatory and enforcement structure has to be put in place in order to arrive at the aspiration of good governance. By now, we assume that the public is capable to acknowledge that the application for incorporation of the company is stated in Section 14, Subsection 3 of the Companies Act 2016. Meanwhile, as to the power of the registrar to review such a registration, it is in pursuance to Section 16 of the same Act. And lastly, the requirements relating to the name of a company require us to have a look at the Section 25 to Section 30 of the Act. Therefore, we believe that this educational video reveals that SSM has made substantial progress in terms of promoting and enforcing the rules and good practices of corporate governance.